So for those of you that don't know, I've been involved in an event that's going on in Tunbridge Wells this summer called Trail with a Tail. And it's something that Demelza, a really wonderful charity, has put on to raise awareness about all the good work they do. And I've been asked to do the stories behind the sculptures. So dotted around Tunbridge Wells, there are 10 large sculptures and several smaller sculptures that have been done by painted by schools and local artists, and it's a really great trail, and we did it the other day. It took us about 3 or 4 hours to go round, so it's a really great way of spending some quality time with the children. So if you are local to Tunbridge Wells, then definitely pay it a visit. But yesterday I read you one of my stories, which was The Owl and His Magical Feathers. Today I'm going to read you a different story. It's Sebi Snail and the Creepy Crawly Talent Contest. And if you have a look on there, that is the sculpture in which the story was written about. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Let me know if you've got any feedback for me. If you like it, it would be great to hear from you. So, as Sebi Snail watched the caterpillars wiggle, the grasshoppers flip, and the ladybirds fly in perfect unison, he couldn't help but feel a pang of jealousy. He longed to join the annual Creepy Crawly Talent Contest, but never in the history of Bug School had a snail performed. He tried dancing, but no one could see his moves under his shell. He gave gymnastics a go, but his heavy shell allowed only the slowest roly-poly. A tear rolled down his cheek. "I wish I wasn't a snail," he whispered. His mum was an artist creating masterpieces with her trail. His dad was a builder, and his brothers planned to follow in his footsteps, a popular choice for a snail with their hard shell. Sebi, however, felt he was made for something different. His mum snuggled him in close and said, "Don't worry, my little one. You'll find your talent. Trust me." One day Sebi went for a stroll. In the distance he heard the most beautiful singing. He followed the sound until he came to a large crowd gathered around a stage. On it stood a glamorous snail, at least 10 times his size. Her name was Madame Snail, and her voice was powerful. Sebi stared in awe. For the first time ever, he felt proud to be a snail. After the performance, he tried to reach her, but by the time he got through the crowd, she was gone. As he sat in the clearing, something caught his eye, a shimmering trail. He followed the glittering path until he saw her silhouette in the moonlight. "Madame Snail," he called. No response. Snails have tiny voices. He sped up until he caught her up. "Madame Snail," he said again. She turned and smiled. "Yes, my dear." "I think you're amazing," Sebi blurted. "How do you sing like that?" "Snails are born with a natural amplifier," she winked. "Our shells carry our voices if we know how to use them." Sebi blinked. "But I can barely be heard." "Try," she urged. "Sing something." Blushing, Sebi sang a quiet tune. "Now," she said, "pull your head back slightly into your shell and sing again." He did, and his voice boomed. "Bravo!" Madame Snail cried. "You've got it." They worked together for days, polishing his voice. When the talent contest finally arrived, Sebi signed up. That evening he waited nervously backstage, watching dazzling performances from the other bugs. Then came the announcement. "Our final act, Sebi Snail!" Gasps echoed. Sebi slid onto the stage, heart pounding. As the spotlight shone down on him, fear crept in. "This is no place for a snail," he thought. He was about to slither off when he heard the door creak open. In came Madame Snail, glittering under the lights. She gave a wink. Sebi took a deep breath and sang. The crowd froze, then burst into cheers. Crickets chirped, bees buzzed, grasshoppers jumped, and butterflies flapped their wings wildly. He hit his final note, and the room erupted. When the crowd calmed, the judges spoke. "We've seen incredible talent tonight, but one performer stole our hearts. The winner is Sebi snail! Sebi couldn't believe it. Would you sing one more time, Sebi? The judges pleaded. I'd love to, he beamed. But I'd like to invite someone to join me. Madame Snail? She slithered on stage, leaving a trail that sparkled like stardust. Together, they gave the performance of a lifetime. At the front of the crowd, Sebi spotted his mum. With a beaming smile, she mouthed, I told you so. And Sebi just knew, under her shell, she was dancing in full groove. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's another one from my trail. So all my stories are on there, on my website, www.alexbrooksauthor.com, where you can see all 10 stories, or go and visit the Demelza Trail with a Tail website to learn more about the trail. And if you'd like, I will come and read you another story tomorrow for bedtime. Let me know. Thank you.